Today we talk about meeting other dog owners, an exchange of politeness, usually performed by dogs, rarely by humans. Humans often add a display of misguided optimism, which is both touching and deeply annoying. When two handlers see each other on a path, one of them quietly hopes for a normal, uneventful walk. The other prepares for interaction. One freezes, one advances. The dogs know exactly what to do. They perform the so-called polite avoidance curve, a subtle arc of social intelligence, a centuries-old strategy that simply says, I see you, I respect your space, let's keep this simple. A message humans regularly ignore. One human lifts the leash with performative responsibility, puts on a smile that looks a little too engaged, and announces, far too loudly, he's friendly. The urban equivalent of, I've lost control of the situation, but I'm wearing a nice jacket. Chaos follows in roughly 84% of cases. And there's always one of them. You recognize them instantly. Bright eyes, raised shoulders. The dog already regretting everything. This person doesn't see another dog owner, but a hostage with ears. Within seconds, the conversation shifts from dogs to a personal catalogue of hardship. The medical odyssey of their dog, the neighbor who hates them, their own emotional journey since 2014. Topics expand freely, unrestricted by context or consent. The dog attempts the polite avoidance curve again, only to be reeled back in as social collateral. People rarely overshare because they feel comfortable, only because someone can't escape. And when one dog is on a leash, often because he needs protection or orientation, it is always the other human whose dog just wants to say hi, meaning no recall. It's impressive how confidently humans outsource responsibility, sometimes even to their dogs, but mostly just to others. And the person who simply wanted distance now has to manage the tension between two dogs who, in the beginning, just wanted to mind their own business. It could be so easy, but humans don't trust distance. They trust proximity to whatever is going wrong. Dogs disengage once a situation loses relevance. Humans remain and watch. But of course, we still call ourselves the crown of creation. The handler who only wanted a quiet walk with their dog initiates the classic exit sequence. A half step backward, a polite but panicked smile, and the upward glance that whispers, please, be over soon. It never is. At some point, both dogs look up with the exhausted clarity of creatures who understand social behavior far better than the people holding their leashes. The expression is universal. We could have walked past, really. And eventually, always eventually, the human ends the ordeal with, okay, we'd better get going, as if they were the ones being held. It's not a dog problem. These moments are small demonstrations of how humans move through the world, with the same confusion, the same optimism, hoping for connection and being quietly afraid of it. And somehow we still call this socializing. Such fun. Cheers.